Hotel brothers and sisters, Black Power as always, giving honor to the Creator, giving honor to the ancestors. Chief of Staff, Brother Harris Abdul of the Street Law Soldiers. My father, my in-laws, my sister, my followers, my subscribers, my viewers, family members, and all the brothers and sisters that are out here fighting for our liberation and salvation among our black nation. What I want you to take your focus your attention on is this coon motherfucking nigga that's on the right hand or the left hand of your screen. Nigga by the name of Joshua Cockburn, who was a straight motherfucking traitor. A straight motherfucking traitor. And as you can see, Brother Garvey is being taken away and escorted to Atlanta Federal Penitentiary on the account of this nigga, Joshua Cockburn, along with a couple of, you have to read the story, because Marcus Garvey has several books out. Not the philosophy and opinions, although he mentioned a lot about how he was traded and the niggas that conspired to bring him down, such as Joshua Cockburn, Booker T. Washington, W.B. Du Bois, and several other motherfucking niggas. And this is what I be telling y'all. This has been going on forever. That you gotta get this, you gotta get the house niggas out of the way before black liberation and black emancipation is acquired. We can't even turn and get on the road of black emancipation because the motherfucking house niggas are in the middle of the road, blocking us and deterring us from getting on the road of a black emancipation. And these niggas are paid by the white dominant society to keep the masses of black people in subordinate positions and subordinate levels to receive the crumbs in the little fucking teeny trinkets that these boot-licking motherfucking, butt-licking, buck-dancing, bamboozled, half-baked, half-fried, sissified, punkified, pasteurized, homogenized niggas, the little trinkets that they get from their goddamn oppressor. Joshua Cockburn is one of them. He stole from Garvey. He was responsible for one of the ships being just a piece of goddamn tin foil. There was no way capable of enduring the trip back to Africa. The motherfucking ship could barely leave out of the goddamn Hudson River, let alone the Atlantic Ocean. And Joshua Cockburn and others who worked for J. Edgar Hoover. And they also worked for Arthur Spingarn, the cracker who's responsible for creating the NAACP. You took one of the greatest motherfucking men in black history down. The UNIA, the Universal Negro Improvement Association, membership had risen to over 6 million. Over 6 million. Ready to go back to build and establish empires in Africa. And then you get a lot of you ignorant niggas will say, man, I ain't going to motherfucking Africa and all this jungle and all this bullshit. That's because you ignorant as fuck. if that's the case, why do crackers, Asians, and these so-called blood-sucking fucking Jews go over there daily, day after day after day after day, taking the wealth, usurping everything from over there, all of the rich minerals, cobalt, which is the most expensive, priceless mineral on the planet. Cobalt is just a salt grain of cobalt can make cell phones, several cell phones. I mean, this is a priceless mineral which these Asian motherfuckers, these rice-eating, slant-eyed, onion breath, stupid shitting ass motherfucking funky ass nasty motherfuckers, they go over there and then they take credit for being the number one in technology when in fact they're not. Henry Sampson is the genius of technology, modern technology. Henry Sampson was the one who invented the cellular phone. A black man. So don't go around and, the Chinese motherfuckers, them some smart. No, they're not. They're not no different. The smartest brother is 11 years old. Smartest motherfucker on the planet is 11. Black. So don't come with that bullshit. And see, you niggas, you bougie ass niggas, like they did Booker T. Washington, W.B. Du Bois, made them think that because they went to Tuskegee and got these old Roman educations, that they were a cut above the rest of the niggas, that they were better than the rest of the slaves. Garvey, Noble Drew Ali, Elijah Muhammad, Ben Amin, none of them had education, no Roman, formal, Eurocentric education, which is full of lies and trickery to make you think that you weren't nothing, that you were just given a lift by the motherfucking cracker, when you are the creator of everything. But they don't tell you that. They make you think that you got over here, everybody came from a slave ship, when in fact we were in this country before anybody. In every country, we had circumnavigated the globe. But nevertheless, it was niggas like Cockburn that took Garvey down. Excuse me. And Garvey was our hope. He was our hope at the time. The UNIA was so strong. But once again, like I said, we let these motherfuckers bring us down. These house niggas brought us down. And Garvey had invested worthy money and a lot of money on these ships. And Garvey's fault was that he trusted the wrong Negroes. The wrong Negroes. And they really didn't want us to go back. You hate us, but you didn't want us to go back because you knew the black man is the superpower of the planet. The black man and woman are the superpowers of the planet. We would have left you motherfuckers behind in technology. Africa would have been the world dominant continent. And these bad investments on these ships. And when Garvey actually knocked out one of the captains on the ship, one other captain had a nervous breakdown, and the other captain went off course to go visit a girlfriend with a ship full of people. These ships here, these ships were old. They weren't able to endure that voyage. But our people were willing to take their chance. And so they had to get, Gay Edgar Hoover had to get Garvey on something. And so the mail fraud was the only thing he could get Garvey on, was that bullshitting ass mail fraud, in which he served 5 years of hard labor in Atlanta Federal Penitentiary. This is Joshua Cockburn with his dog, Ski Monkey, this motherfucking Snow White cave bitch wife of his. And this is a 1937 photo of this motherfucking nigga. 3 years before Garvey makes his ascension. The cracker gives him trinkets and allows him to marry an Ice Ape. But she wasn't nothing but a poor white piece of trash. A cave bitch any motherfucking way. One of the greatest brothers. And this is why you don't see none of these niggas in Hollywood willing to take the money to make a movie about Garvey. Because if they make a Garvey movie in its entirety, there's so many brothers and sisters, our youth, will awaken to see the trickery that has been placed on their minds and hearts by this blood-sucking, no-good motherfucking so-called Jew. This Ice Ape. This raghead motherfucking Arab. These gook motherfucking Koreans, Chinese, and Japanese, and Vietnamese, and these Laos motherfucking pieces of shit. That our black youth will be ready to take their goddamn heads off. And so why are you older motherfuckers, seasoned Hollywood niggas, Denzel, Samuel Jackson, Fishburne, Oprah, why don't you put the money together and make a Garvey movie? Make a Toussaint Louverture movie. Because you are afraid, because you're being paid to keep your people in check. You're being paid. Your riches come from keeping your brothers and sisters in the blind. You haven't earned any motherfucking thing. You haven't got out. Earning something means is you get out here and get your grind on, and you do it for the benefit that will benefit the whole, not just yourself. And you don't hurt your brothers and sisters in the process. That's not earning. That's working, being worked for a motherfucker. That's slavery. Voluntary. Colin Kappernick. Now, you know, they still yelling. You still got these house niggas. See, all this Colin Kaepernick shit is nothing but propaganda. Because it's not about no national motherfucking anthem. Because a lot even Gladys Knight, Anthony Hamilton, Gladys Knight, that bed wench, she doesn't even know the entire national anthem. She doesn't even know the entire national anthem. Give me a second. And, Colin Kaepernick, who, he stood up and bent down, took a knee for the national anthem in the defense of brothers and sisters being murdered. But this was also like I told you before, when it first happened, they wanted to gauge the level of militancy and black consciousness in sports. So they want to see how many niggas gonna take the knee down. How many of you niggas are conscious? How many of you niggas feel for your brothers? And how many of you don't give a fuck? You just trying to get paid. And you're gonna do what you're told to do. And so Colin Kaepernick, although it was 8 or 9 motherfuckers that's been taking a knee, he's the only one that nobody won't fuck with. Because this is, and Colin Kaepernick, trust me, he's been hustling too. He's been getting his grind on because he's been getting paid. It's not like he's not eating because he plays for no Pacific team. Because he's eating. Believe me when I tell you that. But they use these same motherfucking niggas. Look at this, this basset hound looking motherfucker. He looks like a motherfucking house pet. Jesse, change my pamper, Jackson. Messy Jesse. Who sits here and promotes this shit. 1 minute you want to cut Obama's nuts off. The next minute you want to, you kiss him in the mouth and you're crying for him. You never had a church. You never completed no seminary school. So how in the fuck did you become a reverend? You the only reverend I know that out shopping that don't have churches, don't belong to any congregation, don't have any paperwork from any accredited motherfucking seminary school. No alma mater, none of that. You just said call you reverend. After that was part of the package deal for assisting in getting King killed. Even though you and King, both of y'all was, chasing them motherfucking white women and all that shit together before you began to be a hater because you wanted to be a shot caller. But nevertheless, that, and because the United States is a fucking corporation. The flag is a symbol of a corporation. See, a lot of our people don't know that. They think the United States is just a country and all this. That's why Francis Scott Key, this motherfucker had slaves. But the third verse, none of you niggas most of you haven't even heard the third verse of the national anthem. No refuge could come from the hiring slave, from the terror flight and the bloom of the grave. None of you have heard that. That's it. That's the national anthem. That is the national anthem. The third verse. Because they didn't want you to know Francis Scott Key was raping and fucking slaves. Because the United States is a fucking corporation. That's why this goddamn Confederate flag, that's treason. That doesn't stand for this corporation. That shit, that's interfering with the British rule in this colony. But that's I'll break that down to you at another time. Everything has its place. Everything has its longevity. Just like Donald Trump and his father. Everybody looks at them. Because but let me just do this right quick. Because Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson. That's not his real name anyway. That's not his real name. Jesse Jackson's father name is Noah Robinson. So, and some of y'all know that though. You know, that's his Jesse Jackson. That wasn't his birth name. Just like Donald Trump. You know, Donald Trump is not his last name. It's Drumpf. Drumph. Donald Drumpf. You motherfucking, these are the so-called imposter Jews. That's his father and his grandfather. All. His father was a Nazi. Grandfather was part of the Nazi. They were all white nationalists. And he's passing it on. That's why his son, they're all white nationalists. The Drumps, they are Jews. You know, and black people, y'all gotta stop just yelling out on fucking on emotion and all this bullshit. I'm compassionate about fighting for black liberation. But the emotional part of just hating Donald Trump and not hating the rest of the crackers don't make sense. Joel Osteen is just as racist as Donald Trump. But see, you don't want to see that because Joel Osteen will say, you know, the Lord has told me to, I want you all black and white. We all need to get together in front of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And, yeah, you're saying that, but asking what color was Jesus. Well, everyone know that, you know, God is white. God is of Caucasian, out of the Caucasus Mountains. The fuck out of here. And so Joel Osteen is no different from Donald Trump. They're the same. Both of them are white nationalists. And don't get it. Don't think Joel Osteen is his real name either. Don't think that for 1 minute. And so that takes me back to this. You know, this is where they're trying to get us. And see, the reason why I explain, and I'm going to be going back to this on several occasions, because whether you know this or not, this means a hell of a lot. This is very, very extremely detrimental to our black youth, to our babies. This has had a hell of an impact and sends a hell of a message into the minds and hearts of our babies and our youth, that this is accepted as being normal, when in fact it's not. You hear nothing about them condemning this brother. He's been more congratulated than condemned. And the only people that I have seen, yeah, brothers and sisters, so, you know, and this cannot be tolerated. The black community should be outraged. Outraged. You get outraged at everything else. Everybody, you know, they jumped on Kevin Hart and they jumped on this person and they jump on this person. You jumped on Colin Kappernick. But I don't see Ray Lewis. I don't see Terry Crews. I don't see none of you niggas saying anything about this. I don't see none of you niggas saying anything about this. Why don't Stephen A. Smith, you don't play this. You don't show this. The only ones that show TMZ the homo show. But none of you speak on this. None of you are outraged about this. None of you. I can see why Terry Crews isn't, because Terry Crews dressed like this. See, the niggas who have already been in drag, you're not going to say anything about it. But, I don't see any of you, Mark Lamont Hill, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, Cornel West, Michael Eric Dyson, none of you have spoke on this. Well, let me just say, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any outrage. But you allow them to put on a show condemning Michael Jackson once again. Knowing that Katherine Jackson is on her last leg. But you allow these crackers to send her out of here and make her ascension condemning her son. But none of you speak on that. None of you. None of you. That's why I don't fuck with a lot of y'all. Willie D, D.L. Hughley, The Black Authority, Irritated Genie. Those are the people who I fuck with. The ones that are continuing to penetrate through this core negativity. The rest of it appears that the rest of you motherfuckers are playing. And especially, I'm talking about you BT niggas. You allow them to show all this hate. Kill a nigga, kill a nigga, kill a nigga, kill a nigga. Fuck the hoe. Get the stripper shit. You allow BT to cram that shit down these babies' fucking throats. But no one is outraged about this punk motherfucker, this bitch ass nigga here. This cold bitch. This shit is the most disgusting photo I've seen. Period. Because of the ice age. See, you snow monkey motherfuckers. You ice mountain, ice dog motherfuckers. Cause this is how you motherfuckers came and ape white man shit. And this shit gonna have to cease too. Cause this hasn't never stopped. And let me tell you what the thing is now. Where the white cop, the white pig, the Neanderthal hook-nosed, blood-drinking, blood-sucking faggot cop wants to be famous now. So the way to get famous and get national attention is just blow a nigga's brains out. Because you're going to be acquitted. And at the same time, the book deal, the movie deal, and all that will come into play. And this is the thing now. So don't tell me about no equality. Things have gotten better. Because of a mulatto president who fucked us around more than the goddamn devil. Don't tell me no progress has been made. Like Malcolm say, you stick a knife 6 inches in my back and take it out 3, and then you talk about progress. Progress is not even when you take the knife out of the back. That's still not progress. Progress is when you admit that the blow was struck there. Come on, man. Brothers and sisters, wake up. You know what it do. You know what time it is. You know, shout out Gladys Holcomb, Diane Nelson, those who William Ivory, those who are my monthly donors who put in work every month to ensure street law, the news, and the show keeps running. Those who are for real with assisting in black liberation. You know, Randy Williams, Terry Turner, and Lakeisha. I haven't forgotten you, brothers and sisters, who put in the work, whose hand is just not out. Brothers and sisters, I might be going to Patreon, whatever they call it. I might be going to another channel because of the censoring that these motherfuckers put on you. You know, I want to be able to have my form where I can say and do what I want to do. But I'll keep you posted on any changes. And as always, brothers and sisters, Hotep, Black Power.